Hello students, today I am going to discuss second chapter, The Sound of Music, written by Deborah Cowley. This chapter is divided into two parts. The title of the first part is Evelyn Glennie Listens to Sound Without Hearing It. आप क्या सोचते हो कि यह पॉसिबल है? आप सोचते हो कि क्या यह पॉसिबल है? Yes, Evelyn Glennie was deaf. She does not have hearing power. Despite being absolutely deaf, भी पूरी तरह से complete deaf होने के बावजूद, she listens the sound of music. But how can she listen the sound? In this chapter, we will discuss how she was able to listen the sound of music although she can't hear. God may have taken her hearing, but He has given her back something extraordinary. What we hear, she feels far more deeply than any of us. That's why she expresses music so beautifully. God has given her some extraordinary power. That was the sense of feeling. What we hear, she feels. That's why she was able to express her music so beautifully. Read the following account of a person who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success story. It is the journey of a young girl named Evelyn Glennie who fought against a physical disability and made her life a success. It means she got success in her life. Due to her determination, she becomes the world's most popular multi-percussionist. She plays different percussions like xylophone, drums so beautifully. Let's start the chapter. Rush hour crowds jostle for position on the underground train platform. Jostle means push roughly. Rush hour crowds भीड़ भाड़ का area. It means here is the scene of underground train platform. There is a huge rush at the platform. People are pushing to each other. A slight girl looking younger than her 17 years. A slight girl. Who is slight girl? Evelyn Glennie. Slight means small and thin. She was small and thin. She looked younger. She was 17 years old. Was nervous yet excited as she felt the vibration of the approaching train. She was going to London to learn music. So she was excited. But she was nervous also. She felt the vibration. She feels the vibration of the train. When she came to know the train was about to come, she was excited because she was going to London to learn music. It was her first day at the prestigious Royal Academy of Music in London and daunting enough for any teenager fresh from a Scottish farm. Daunting means frightening. It means when she came to the prestigious Royal Academy of Music, she was frightening because she belongs to Scotland. Scotland is a Scottish form. It means a countryside area form, but London is a big city, or she has not seen the fast life. But this aspiring musician faced a bigger challenge than most. She was profoundly deaf. But aspiring musician means a person who wants to be a musician. It means Evelyn, who wants to be a musician, had to face a big challenge in London because she was completely deaf. Evelyn Glennie loss of hearing had been gradual. Here we came to know how Evelyn Glennie deaf and in which age. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Evelyn was waiting to play the piano. Evelyn Glennie's loss of hearing had been gradual. Gradual means slowly, धीरे धीरे. Slowly she started losing her hearing power, and one day she becomes completely deaf. पूरी तरह से deaf हो जाती है. Her mother remembers noticing something was wrong when the 8-year-old Eveline was waiting to play the piano, and they called her name and she didn't move. I suddenly realized she hadn't heard, says Isabel Glennie. Isabel Glennie is the mother of Eveline Glennie, and one day when Eveline was 8 years old, she was waiting for her turn to play the piano. Her mother noticed something was wrong because when her name was called, she didn't any response. She did not hear the name. I suddenly realized that she hadn't heard. कि अचानक उसकी मदर ने रियलाइज किया she did not hear her name. For quite a while, Eveline managed to conceal her growing deafness from friends and teachers. Conceal means hide, छुपाना. कि for some time, Eveline tried to conceal her growing deafness from her friends and teachers, but her जो deafness थी वो उसकी जो process थी वो धीरे धीरे थी. तो स्टार्टिंग में उसने छुपाने की कोशिश की, but by the time she was 11, but when she was 11 years old, her marks had deteriorated. Deteriorated means reduced. Her marks had reduced, and her headmistress urged her parents. Urged means requested. उन्होंने रिक्वेस्ट की. Her headmistress urged her parents to take her to a specialist. Her headmistress request her mother, her parents to take her to a doctor. कि they should take Eveline to doctor for checkup. It was then discovered that her hearing was severely impaired as a result of gradual nerve damage. When they came to the doctor checked her, and he found that Eveline had lost the sense of hearing. They were advised that she should be fitted with hearing aids and sent to a school for the deaf. Hearing aids, that is, it is fitted on ears or it helps the person to hear. So the doctor advised her mother, Eveline, hearing aids should be fitted on the ears of Eveline so that she could listen something, and she should be sent to a school for the deaf. उसे deaf की school में भेज दिया जाना चाहिए. Everything suddenly looked black, says Eveline. It is the reaction of Eveline when she came to know about the deafness. जैसे ही अपनी deafness का पता चलता है, उसके चारों तरफ blackness दिखाई देती है. Blackness दिखाई देती है. It means the world became colorless for her. It turned black. But Eveline was not going to give up. वह हार मानने वालों में से नहीं थी. She was determined to lead a normal life and pursue her interest in music. She was a determined girl and she wants to lead a normal life. And pursue means continue. She wants to continue her interest in music. One day she noticed a girl playing a xylophone and decided that she wanted to play it too. Xylophone, a musical instrument with a row of wooden bars of different lengths. You can see the picture of a xylophone. One day when she saw a girl playing a xylophone and she decided to play it also. Most of the teachers discouraged her. अब उसने decide कर लिया कि she wanted to play xylophone, but how it will be possible because she could not listen. So most of the teacher discouraged her. They told her she could not learn this music because she could not listen. But percussionist Ron Forbes spotted her potential. Percussionist means a person who plays the drum, the tabla, etc. It was Ron Forbes who saw her potential. जिन्होंने उसकी potential को देखा. Potential means क्षमता, caliber, her determination, and he decided to teach her music. And to teach her, she decided something. He began by tuning two large drums to different notes. It means he started playing two large drums to different notes. Different notes means sound produced by the drum is different. जो sound drums के द्वारा produce किया जाएगा वो क्या है? Different है. Don't listen through your ears, he would say. Try to sense it some other way. Here Ron Forbes advised Eveline, you should not listen the sound of a drum through your ears. You should try to feel it some other way. You should try to feel the sound some other way. Says Eveline, suddenly I realized I could feel the higher drum for the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. When she keeps practicing and she could feel, after practicing, she could feel the higher drum for the waist up and the lower one from the waist down. It means higher drum, higher sound of the drum वेस्ट के ऊपर से उसने फील किया एंड लोअर वन इट मीन्स लोअर साउंड ऑफ द ड्रम वेस्ट डाउन, वेस्ट के नीचे से जो है उसने फील किया. इस तरह से वो बॉडी अपने बॉडी पार्ट से साउंड को फील करना सीख गई विदाउट हियरिंग. Forbes repeated the exercise and soon Eveline discovered that she could sense certain notes in different parts of her body. Forbes repeated the exercises. Forbes repeats his exercise, repeats exercise again and again, and Eveline keeps practicing, and quickly she discovered and she could feel certain notes, different notes of musical instrument in different parts of her body. Without hearing it, she could feel through her body part. I had learned to open my mind and body to sounds and vibrations. At last she could identify the sounds and the vibration through her body part. The rest was sheer determination and hard work. She had determination to over his disability, and she did work hard to become a success. Now 3 stanzas have been completed. Here are questions. You can see these textual questions. You have to try first 3 questions, 1, 2 and 3. Thank you.